Hello, I'm Gigi Abola. Today I would like to share with you on why motivation does not work, or why do you feel a man is not motivated. Because number one, it's coming from external source. External source, I mean, it could be a word of mouth, it could be somebody is trying to give a nudge, and somebody is trying to change the physical appearances of person by motivating such individual. You know, why it does not work is simply because it's coming from external source. Now, a story is being told of a man or an association of barber or haircut stylists in America in those days. They were trying to show to the world that they have the capacity to change people's life. Now, they took a man from the storm and they changed his haircut, they put him a cloth, they changed everything about him facially or externally, and they were trying to show to the whole world and be on magazine that, oh, this is how far a stylist or a barber could go to change a man's life. So they did all that. After a week, they left the man that they were trying to package to the whole world, left him. And after a week, he had to run back to where he came from. Because they were only changed the physical appearances. They never changed him from inside. So there's nothing changes a man except the one that is coming from inside. So if you feel you can change from outside, you can motivate somebody from outside, there is something about him that you need to connect with before it will kick rolling its life. So one of the reasons why people don't get motivated or motivation does not work at some point is because it's coming from outside. The second point is that it does not solve process and principle. There's a principle and processes that life should follow. If you don't follow it, even though you are motivated to any point, you may not as well do things right, because until when you are following the principle and the process. Motivation don't fix discipline and system. What do I mean? I mean habit and routine. There's no amount of motivation that can change this process. The habits, if you don't change your habits, motivation may not. And the process, the routine, motivation may not be. So the third point is that motivation may lead to procrastination. If you wait for perfect motivation, can lead to procrastination. I will start doing it when I feel motivated. It means you are not going to do it at all until when you start feeling motivated. So why motivation may not be the option at some point is because it can lead to procrastination. The third point is this: motivation is temporary and is a road and ignore obstacles because it does not work with consistency process. So it's just a short motivation, it's short nudge, a short words given to somebody, or is trying to bring him up. So it does not follow the principle of consistency. So it might not work when you are trying to bring it in on what is supposed to be a long-term process. So motivation is temporary and it's not obstacles. So obstacles, or you need to follow through a system over some time, then in the short motivation, a short nudge will not be able to. So above all, I would like to share with you the point to do when motivation fails. Number one, you need to start small. What you need motivation for, you could have started, or you could start small so as not to require you to be motivated. So when you start small, from that journey of 10,000 miles, you could start from 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes along like that without waiting for motivation. Then track your progress. Because you did not track your progress, you already started the journey already. Because you did not track your progress, you felt you need motivation. So Most of the time, motivation might not be necessary if you could track your record. Where have you stopped? What do you need to do to carry on from that track? Then that will help you on. The next point is focus on what you want to do. When you have so much focus on what exactly you want to do, nobody can discourage you. And at that same point, you may not need motivation to carry on activities in which you want to do. So focus can help you without engaging in motivation. Tell yourself you have to do it. When you tell yourself you have to do it, that's another point. You will definitely do it. You need to be in tune with yourself. You need to soliloquize to yourself. You need to speak into yourself. This, I'm going to do it. And without motivation, you can actually get it done. Lastly, you need to get accountable partner. You need to be accountable to somebody. Somebody needs to check what you are doing. So somebody needs to see what you are doing. Somebody needs to know what you are doing. At that point, you may not need much motivation for you to carry it on. So today, I would like you to look within the processes in which you have initiated in the time past to have seen, do I need to be accountable to somebody? Do I need to speak to myself? Do I need to track my processes? What do I need to do for me to forestall the motivation in which I'm required? I was looking at not to have led to procrastination. Thank you. I believe this will help. If you have any other comments based on this, please drop it in my bio and I'll be willing to talk much about that. Thank you.